What's going on, everybody? Good gravy. We are here for the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. And you might be thinking, well, what in the world is that? And I'm going to say, you don't know? Sound like a horse just now. Did you hear that? Anyway, guys, this is my podcast, DJ Dollar Bill. I don't know, whatever you want to call me. You can just call me DJ Bill. You don't have to add the dollar in there. But I think the dollar's pretty cool. You think about it. You got the dollar and you got the bill, and it just fits, right? It just fits. It just fits. It just fits. Anyway, we're gonna do this review of this WWE Battleground, which was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but I was hearing this like filler pay per view supposed to be some bullet, like it's supposed to be terrible. Like that's what I was thinking, right? That's what everybody telling me. Everybody talking about, bruh, this pay per view gonna be terrible, bruh. This ain't gonna be good, bruh. This is the filler. Like this ain't even nothing. Like. Anyway, man, I thought the pay per view was pretty doggone good, especially to be a quote unquote filler pay per view. From what I've been hearing, that's what this was kind of promoted as, and that's what it seemed like it was kind of promoted as. SummerSlam seems to be the big show of the summer, as far as pay per view wise. So it would make sense, right? It would make sense, right? Let me tell you, the motto here at Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast is "Have it your way." Oh wait, uh, must have ate some Burger King today. That's what. Actually, I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm loving it. Hope you're loving it. I hope you're loving it. That's not the motto though. Let's see. Hmm. The motto is just wrestling pretty much. I don't have a motto. I really don't. I don't have a motto. I like to look at wrestling. I guess technically the motto could be looking at wrestling at in many points of view. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do here, right? But let's get into this show, this filler pay-per-view that ain't supposed to be good, but it's kind of good, but won't that good, but it was pretty good. I liked it personally, but some people probably did. You never know. People don't like everything that you like, and they like, and we all like. But anyway, we getting into it like right now. Bang! And as you see, I am in the clouds right now. I'm supposed to be on the beach, actually. So I don't know. I'm messing around with the backgrounds a little bit, trying to see what's going on with this Google Plus Hangouts thing. Just trying it out. If you guys don't like my face, well, that's just a shame, because you're going to see it today. If you don't want to see it no more, cut the video off, or you can still listen to it. Go do something else. You ain't got to look at the face. But, personally, I look at the face. Anyway, let's quit sidetracking. Let's get into this review, because people gonna get mad and leave me. But anyway, we get into the review. Usos versus Wyatts. What? Yeah, Usos versus Wyatts. We're continuing on with a little thing we do. Anyway, we continuing on with a pretty much a rivalry that has been going on for a nice minute. I can't remember. I think it was right after WrestleMania was pretty much when this feud started. Um, Pretty much, the title match has been going on for the last two pay-per-views at least, counting this one. So pretty much what I'm expecting to happen is I'm expecting, the Usos. Obviously we were expecting the Usos to win this match. Us as, the fans and stuff like that. Um, I wasn't going to be surprised if the Wyatts won. But then again, let's be real. The Usos are probably going to win so they can build up to SummerSlam, right? It would only make sense. I didn't get to watch a lot of this. The first couple matches I didn't really get to watch a lot of because I was watching Big Brother, so I was kind of sidetracked. Sorry. Apologize. But anyway, from what I watched though, it just looked like a pretty good match to me. It was 2 out of 3 falls. The Wyatts got the first fall, and the Usos got the next 2 falls. The first fall was the big boot. I actually thought it was gonna be the discus lariat from Luke Harper, but Luke Harper actually hit him with the big boot. I like the discus lariat because I like Austin Aries' discus forearm, so it makes sense that I like the discus lariat. And then the second pin was the was a roll up by I don't know which one of the Usos. I don't know them from each other. You know, me and twins, we just ain't good, bro. Like if I dated a twin, bro, it would be bad because I probably wouldn't know the other one. Like I would have to find some sort of difference. If they look so similar that I don't know the difference, I'm screwed pretty much. But anyway, guys, look, I feel like pretty much it was a roll up. That was the second fall, so it was 1-1. And then the third fall was by the Usos when they hit a nice double splash. And it was a little bit different than the double splash you're used to. You're used to seeing, coming from different corners. They actually climbed up on the same turnbuckle and jumped on him and jumped on Luke Harper. I'm pretty sure it was Luke Harper. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. They ain't even twins. See, I'm struggling already. They ain't even twins. I mean, what's up with that, right? Sound like the Hurricane. What's up with that? But anyway, man, it was a good match to me. The Usos did went off that last double splash. They retained the titles. I guess I'm taking this from 2 points of view, and you'll hear this a lot from me during this review, because I started thinking about it. I'm like, so from the fan in me kind of wants the Usos. I mean, kind of wants the Wyatts to win, but then again, the smart in me, the IWC. The IWC member in me wants me to say, well, obviously the Usos were going to win this so they could go into SummerSlam. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I felt about this other match, too. I kind of had a comparison of the minds, right? I got really emotionally invested in this, which is surprising for me in a Divas match because I don't know. I don't know what it is, but Paige makes me want to watch the Divas. For one, I love AJ Lee anyway, right? AJ Lee is great in the ring. She does good work in the ring. She's a good heel, good face too. She's a likable character, a likable girl all around anyway. So her and Paige getting in the ring, squaring off 1-on-1 for the Divas title was kind of a piece of heaven. It was a good thing. But your boy wanted Paige to win, bro. You know what? I'm looking at my notes right now, and I marked Paige as being the winner. Although she did not win this. This was a good match, though. I think, this showed off what could really be something for the women's division, right? God, like, let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? With the Divas division in professional wrestling, pretty much you gonna get girls in minimal clothes. I think I've said this before. You gonna get girls in minimal clothes with no wrestling skill. People are really critical of Eva Marie and her wrestling skill. There you go. That's Exhibit A. And I'm not even saying she has no wrestling skill. I'm just saying from what I'm hearing, she has no wrestling skill, and I don't think she. Obviously she can continue to put the work in and get better. That's obviously what you work for, right? But anyway, this Paige versus AJ Lee match was really, kind of like a piece of heaven, right? It was kind of like what we all wanted to see. I think, Paige came in. It just, it looked weird to me when she came out. She came out to the ring, titleless. I mean, I've been seeing it for a whole month now. It's just weird to me, We saw her with the title for like that little bit of time, and I kind of got comfortable with it, I got comfortable with Paige, winning the title. She had the Paige turn in this match, and I was like, yes, she's gonna win it back. She's gonna win it back. Like I said, the fan in me wanted Paige to win, but the IWC, smarky guy in me, knowing what wrestling would probably do at this point, you know, made me think, hey, AJ Lee's probably gonna win this match. And I think I got that type of invested in a lot of these matches, honestly. I've been doing that a lot recently, honestly. I've been doing it with everything, like TNA, WWE, I still need to catch up on my ROH. I'm still trying to catch up on that, but yeah, especially with TNA and WWE, like the Sonata and Austin Aries match, I got so emotionally invested in that, and the fan in me was like, Sonata should win this match because he deserves to have the X Division title. He held it. Basically, he just held it for Austin Aries. If Austin Aries continues to be the champion, if he gets the option C payoff, he just held it for Austin Aries. What's the use? That's pretty much what I was thinking. But I mean, back to WWE though, man. Like, it was a lot of matches I got emotionally invested in that night. Um, I got emotionally invested in the Fatal 4-Way main event as well because I'm a big time Randy Orton fan. I've been a big Randy Orton fan since like Evolution days. So like, I've always been a big time fan of Orton. So I'm like, come on, Orton, win this. But the IWC guy in me is thinking, well, Orton probably is not gonna win. It's either gonna be Reigns or Cena. Obviously, that just makes sense. And obviously Kane wouldn't be best for business in the authority standpoint or in, the fan standpoint. I don't think the fans would be like, "Oh, Kane's the champion? Yes! Woo! Oh yeah!" I don't think anyone would react that way. But anyway, I'm kind of blending in with this bottom of this screen right now. I got this white shirt on. I forgot I even had a white shirt on. Something about you're not supposed to record with like a white shirt on and take a picture with a white shirt on or something like that. I'm kind of just blending in at this point. It's kind of like I'm like a floating head at this point. Anyway, man, you know. Next we had Rusev and Jack Swagger. Pretty much the main thing here is pretty much Rusev wins by count out. So I honestly feel like this didn't make Jack Swagger look too terribly bad. He hit his head on the pole on the steel post outside, and then that was pretty much the end of the match. He ended up losing by count out. Rusev gets in at the last minute. The count seemed a little fast. Conspiracy, little Jimmy. Really though, I think I saw little Jimmy out there. R-Truth's about to come out there and be like, little Jimmy. You know how R-Truth was back in his heel days, which is pretty funny to me. But I think Swagger, the main thing to take a note here for me is obviously this is going to continue to go on. This feud is obviously going to at least go to SummerSlam because when you win by count out, you're not dominating anyone, right? You know what I mean? If I, if I fight John Cena and I win by count out, or if I fight CM Punk or if I fight whoever, you know, and I win by count out, am I really winning the match? Technically, I am, but then again, it's not. Is it making them look bad? No, no. But I feel like Jack Swagger is one of those repackaged guys. Personally, Jack Swagger is one of those guys. Let me see. We've been talking about. I talked about it. I know other people on the internet have talked about it. They're like, blah 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 needs a repackaged gimmick. You know who they are: Sheamus, Del Rio, people like that. And Jack Swagger is a good definition of a repackaged gimmick that's working, right? It's not repackaged to the point where he's completely changed, but then again, it's repackaged to the point where you can see, you know, you can see a difference in him. You can see a difference in him. You can see a difference in how the crowd takes him and stuff like that. It's not like Bray Wyatt, where Bray Wyatt was Husky Harris, and it was a complete gimmick change into Bray Wyatt. He has a similar moveset, but he's a completely different character. Jack Swagger, on the other hand, went from the All-American to, you know. So this pretty much is a feud of power, with Rusev being that power type of guy, and a battle of, technicality, pretty much. Like, Jack Swagger is he's the more technical wrestler. He's the All-American wrestler and stuff like that. Next we had, after Rusev wins that by a count out, we have Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, which really didn't happen because earlier in the night we had a segment where Dean Ambrose attacked Seth Rollins in the backstage area and he got thrown out of the building. Quote, thrown out of the building. Because Dean's going to get back in there because he's going to be a thorn in the side of the authority. And anyway, pretty much Seth Rollins was like, I'm going to take my win because a win's a win's a win. Paraphrasing, obviously. But, he's pretty much like, I'm going to take my win, regardless because, I'm going to miss the money in the bank and all that and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Seth Rollins is, one of the young talents coming up, right? Mr. Money in the Bank, obviously. So that's cool and all, but he took his win. Basically he won by forfeit because Ambrose was thrown out of the building. Well, as you know, Seth Rollins is getting out of the ring and going back to the back to, you know, prop his feet up and get ready to cash in the Money in the Bank contract, right? Dean Ambrose comes out of nowhere and kind of just does his thing and just ruins the night for Seth Rollins. Basically, what happened after that was, you know, Seth Rollins was being protected by security. This was later on in the night, but I know I didn't write it down, but I know I remember it. So Seth Rollins was, you know, going to pretty much his car. He was about to dip out, peace out, right? And pretty much what happened was Dean Ambrose jumped out the trunk. Dean Ambrose beat that dude up, right? He beat him up. Pretty much they was going on top of the car and stuff like that. You know, Seth Rollins just kind of, you know, finds a way to escape. Pretty much that's what happened with that. That's pretty much it for the Seth Rollins Dean Ambrose stuff. You know, pretty much it with them tonight. So next we had Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Surprising turn of events here. Jericho does win this match, and it was actually by a code breaker. This surprised the mess out of me. I was actually really surprised by this. Reason I'm saying that is it just surprised the mess out of me. It really did. Like he hit him with a code breaker. You would expect, like, you know, if they want to put Bray Wyatt over, he would win by you know, count. I mean, you know, you wouldn't see another count out victory per se, but maybe a roll up or something like that. You know what I mean? If he was gonna win he was gonna win it, then he would win it. You know, by, you know, maybe a roll up, something that kind of seems unfair. You know, keeps the feud going. I feel like, you know, the code breaker, at least it didn't make him tap. I guess that's one thing we can look forward to, right? But I guess he could have put him in the walls and kind of like waited till he passed out. I guess they could have did that, and that would have extended the feud. But they went the code breaker way. Um, I did find it funny though. That Jericho, when he was cutting his promo, was using one of the Miz's mics, you know, the mics with the W upside down to make an M with the WWE, you know, logo and all that. I did think that was funny. I was laughing at that. You know, I just, and you know, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but did you guys notice that Bray Wyatt did come out first in this match? I just happened to notice that this time, and I'm like, you know, I just don't feel like it has the same effect when Bray Wyatt comes out first. For Bray Wyatt, the creepy type of character, to sit in the ring and watch somebody else come out just doesn't have the same effect to me as watching Chris Jericho be kind of weirded out by Bray Wyatt coming out second. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that Undertaker mystique, that weird mystique. Like you know, Bray Wyatt is one of those characters that has like a kind of a, you know, a breathtaking entrance, right? So to see him come out first just makes no sense to me personally. It really doesn't. Like, to see him watch somebody else come out makes no sense to me. I'd rather see the other person watch him come out and be like, "Oh, snap! This is crazy, right?" So, you know, we had the next was the brawl between Rollins and Ambrose. After that, I'm pretty sure we had this we had the battle royal for the Intercontinental Championship, and you know, after everyone comes out, for one, Lilian Garcia called Ryback, which I was like, really, Rayback? He's been there for a hot minute. I don't think you can call that man Rayback anymore. That's like, I don't know. I guess it would be worse if she called him like Goldberg or something. I guess it'd be worse at that point because, you know, the crowd, like when Ryback gets in the ring, they're like Goldberg. You know, they're getting the Goldberg chant in when that man gets in the ring. I mean, you know, Miz comes out in this match. You know, pretty much you had anybody you could think of. Freaking, you know, surprising to me was Heath Slater, who stayed in the Battle Royal forever, it seemed like. You know, you had the Miz, who I wasn't thinking of, and I thought Fandango was in this match, but he wasn't, and I was so upset. I wasn't really upset because I wanted to believe that Bo Dallas would win this match. Trying to get my thumb in the right position. Anyway, I was trying to believe that, you know, Bo Dallas would win this match. It didn't happen, and I was upset. He did get to the final three though, so it does seem like they're not trying to, like, you know, bury him per se. Which if they buried him, he wouldn't be on TV, obviously. But you know, but before the match even started, Bad News Bear comes out and he's like, and as soon as he comes out, he's in a sling, and I'm like, I'm feeling sorry for him because like every time he gets his push in WWE, right, bam, like it's gone because of an injury, right? Every single time, it's just, you gotta feel sorry for him, right? He can't really help your injuries. It's kind of like if you think about it, and yeah, I really don't want to compare him to this guy, but this is just the first person that came off the top of my head, like Greg Oden, right? First overall pick, or I think it's either first overall pick or second overall pick. I can't remember off the top of my head, but got hurt, had bad knees throughout his whole career. Really didn't play much, right? You know what I mean? Like you just feel bad for the guy, And when they get their chance, you feel good about it, Like when he got the Intercontinental title, I was so happy because I always liked Wade Barrett, so I've always been a big time fan of Bad News Barrett, and the gimmick with the bad news. I like that. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I think I'm doing a lot better than Triple H. I've got some bad news for you. It's pretty much Triple H's British accent. It's pretty bad. Pretty much. First off, the Miz needs a jacket when he comes out to the freaking ring. The Miz has always worn a jacket. Now that he's a movie star, he's got to come out there half naked now. You know what I mean? Come on now. He came out with a jacket the first time he came out, but I just don't understand. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. He's a movie star now, so he can't come out with a jacket on? What? What? Also, The Miz cannot be called the A-lister because that is specifically for David Otunga, okay? It can't happen. No. He can't be called that. That's copyright infringement, okay? That is copyrighted. David Otunga is the A-list Otunga, man. Okay? No, but really, I guess he could be called the A-lister, but, anytime I think of the A-lister, I'm thinking Otunga, right? Otunga, obviously, flexing and looking like the freaking bodybuilding crossing guard after that commercial. Pretty much as he flexed every time he came out to the ring, anytime he was in the ring. And I was hoping Bo Dallas would win. The fan in me once again wants Bo Dallas to win or Dolph Ziggler to win. The IWC guy in me knows it's not gonna happen, and I can just go cry in a corner while this match is going on. Because this is what happens. Okay, so they get my hopes up, right? They get the fanboy in me hopes up. Bo Dallas, Sheamus, and Dolph Ziggler, from what we can tell, are the ones that are in the ring, right? So Bo Dallas gets eliminated by a bro kick, I think. I'm pretty sure it was. It actually looked like Bo Dallas was gonna actually get Sheamus. He was actually gonna eliminate Sheamus, but that actually didn't happen. I was happy Sheamus didn't win this match, though. I was a happy camper at this point. Bo Dallas did get eliminated by Sheamus. Sheamus then gets eliminated by Dolph Ziggler, which we think the match is over, right, as fans? Because, they didn't even really mention Miz, but I was like, I don't remember him saying Miz got eliminated. So I'm thinking Miz is probably somewhere. So, this is the biggest heel move. From what I've been hearing, Miz, from what I've been hearing from other people, Miz hasn't been getting much of a pop. Well, he may get a pop now. Dolph Ziggler, one of the most over superstars in the WWE, right? The man eliminates Sheamus. Little girl's crying at this point because the man won the match, right? The man, quote, won the match, right? Little girls crying, grown men crying, Rick Rude crying, you know what I mean? Everybody crying right now. Everybody just pretty much crying. Rick Rude, that's the hip swivel, he does with the gyrating hips and stuff like that. Rick Rude does it, Dolph Ziggler does it, But, everybody crying at this point. Everybody like, Dolph finally won. Dolph finally won. Miz comes out of nowhere, eliminates the man. I'm like, no. But then again, I was kind of, this is like the only time I've ever been happy Dolph Ziggler lost a match. Because I want Dolph Ziggler to win like crazy, you know what I mean? But, for some reason I'm a fan of The Miz. I don't know why. I've been a fan of The Miz since he was the WWE champion. I don't know if you guys have caught this, but isn't it weird how Michael Cole has changed so much? When The Miz was the world champ, Michael Cole's like, the most must-see WWE champion in history. You know what I mean? And now he's like, who's the Miz? You know what I mean? This dude was fanboying over the Miz when he was WWE champion. Come on now. Anyway, man, a couple spots to take of note here from this match, this battle royal. We had the Kofi electric chair spot, which was really cool. He pretty much got like kicked off of the apron, and Biggie Langston caught him in like an electric chair type of motion and kept him alive. Kofi's like the man they call in like when they need when they need someone to do something crazy in a battle royal. That's pretty much what happened. I feel like the Miz thing was the like greatest heel thing. Was like the best heel thing they could do for him to try to get him some heel heat. Defeating Dolph is pretty big, especially with the IWC people and the big time fans of Dolph Ziggler because he's the man. Um, and also, Heath Slater got an elimination, which was surprising. And he lasted a long time in this match. I know I said that earlier, but good gravy, I was surprised. But pretty much, Miz is the new Intercontinental Champion. Next, we had Cena, Reigns, Orton, and Kane, pretty much in that fatal four-way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I wish they would quit calling, as much as, I'm the biggest Orton fanboy in the world, but I wish they would quit calling Randy Orton the first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Because, I mean, technically, I know they didn't start calling it the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but then again, the Undisputed Championship was pretty much the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, let's be honest. But anyway, there wasn't much of note here. Nothing really, Reigns does his normal where he takes out everyone. Get the crowd's hopes up, right? pretty much this match ended with everybody hitting their finishers on everyone. Reigns hits a spear on Kane. Randy Orton hits an RKO on Reigns, and then John Cena hits an AA on Orton, where Orton lands on top of Kane, and pretty much that's how Cena wins. He pins Kane and wins his match. Um, you know, they're pretty much setting up John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. That's what the IWC guy in me says. The fan was like, "Come on, Randy! Come on, Randy! It's over!" RKO hits RKO. It's over! Ref, count it, ref. That's pretty much the IWC guy in me, pretty much. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do. Hope you guys enjoyed this show that was supposed to be a filler pay-per-view. I thought it was actually pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If it's your first show, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can come on back, because your boy gonna be doing this now. No, but for real though, I got a couple new subscribers. Thank you so very much for subscribing to me, guys. The appreciation is real. The appreciation is real. Let's be honest. The appreciation is indeed real at this point. So guys, I'll see you later. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to, subscribe, like the video, share the video. If you share the video, I'd be really happy, because somebody shared my video last week and I really appreciate that too. You know what I mean? Guys, just do what you can, do what you want to do, right? You're going to do what you want to anyway. Guys, I love you guys. I see you guys. Share the video. Put it on Twitter. Tweet it out. Instagram it out. Facebook it out. Text it out. Call it out. See you guys later. Have a nice day. Peace out.